Hey, what's up, crew? Welcome back to Gunology Elite. Today we're digging into the slickest, sneakiest, and downright baddest concealed carry handguns lighting up 2025. If you're like me, still hooked on that pocket carry life, you know it's all about staying low-key, light, and ready. Who wants to drag around a bulky rig just to hit the store? Whether you're stashing it in your jeans or keeping it under wraps, I've got 5 killer pistols that'll flip your EDC script. These aren't your granddad's clunky wheel guns or played-out classics. They're fresh, smart, and built to vanish until it's time to shine. Let's dive in and check what's bringing the heat this year. Number 1. Taurus 22 TUC. First up, we've got the Taurus 22 TUC. And let me tell you, this little guy sneaks up on you like a ninja in flip-flops. At first glance, it's not winning any beauty contests. It's almost forgettable, sitting there with its no-frills look. But pick it up, and it's like finding a hidden gem in a thrift store bin. Chambered in 22 LR. I know some of you are already rolling your eyes. A22 for self-defense. But hold up. This isn't about blasting through steel plates. It's about a feather-light backup that disappears in your pocket. Weighing in at just 10 ounces unloaded, it's so light, you'll forget it's even there, which is the whole point of a pocket pistol, right? What sets the 22 TUC apart is that tip-up barrel 2.5 inches of stainless steel that flips open like a trap door to let you drop a round straight into the chamber. No slide-racking gymnastics required. For anyone with weaker hands, or just looking for a no-fuss load, it's a game changer. Pop it up, slide in a 22 LR, snap it shut, done. The frame's a high-strength polymer that keeps the weight down without feeling flimsy, while the stainless slide and barrel add just enough heft to remind you it's not a toy. At 5 inches long, 4.35 inches tall, and a slim 1 inch wide, it's a breeze to stash anywhere: pocket, ankle, waistband, you name it. Now, let's talk shooting. The 22 LR means recoil is basically a polite suggestion, so follow-up shots are quick and easy. The double action only trigger's got a heavier pull thing, 8-10 pounds, but it's smooth and predictable, with a double strike feature that'll save your bacon. If a rimfire round decides to be stubborn, no need to mess with the slide. Just squeeze again, and you're back in business. Corrosion-resistant stainless steel keeps it reliable even if you're sweating through a humid summer day. Is it a primary carry? Maybe not. But as a backup or a low-profile option, the Taurus 22 TUC is quietly stealing the show. Number 2. Charter Arms Double Dog. Next, we're stepping into wild territory with the Charter Arms Double Dog. This thing's a double-barreled .357 Magnum revolver, and yeah, you heard that right, double-barreled. It's like something out of a gritty Western flick, but shrunk down for 2025 concealed carry. 2 barrels stacked vertically. A break-action design, and the ability to unleash both rounds with one trigger pull? This isn't your average snub-nose. It's a beast with a bark and a bite. If you want raw power and a look that says, "Don't even try it, the Double Dog's got your back," the break-action setup is pure genius. Flip the lever, the barrels swing open, and you're loading 2 fresh .357 Magnum rounds faster than you can reload a swing-out cylinder. Bonus, it'll also chamber .38 special if you want to dial down the thunder a bit. Either way, you're slinging 2 rounds at once. Talk about a statement. The full-size rubber grip soaks up the recoil better than you'd expect. Because, let's be real, firing 2 Magnum rounds at once sounds like a wrist breaker, but it's surprisingly manageable. Size-wise, it's compact but chunky, about 5.5 inches long and 1.5 inches wide, so it's not the flattest pocket carry. You'll want a solid holster to keep those twin barrels from poking you in the ribs. The double action only triggers on the heavy side, around 10-12 pounds, but it's smooth and built for safety. Perfect for a defensive piece. Fixed sights, a simple front blade, and rear notch keep it practical for close quarters action. The double dog isn't subtle, but if you're after a revolver that's equal parts firepower and intimidation, Charter Arms just dropped a mic with this one. Number 3. Savage Arms XR. Moving on, let's talk about the Savage Arms XR, a 9mm micro compact that's shaking up the pocket pistol crowd. When Savage announced this one, I'll admit, I yawned. Another 9mm in a sea of tiny guns? Been there, done that. But then, I got my hands on it and whoa! This isn't just another Me Too pistol. It's sleek, balanced, and feels like it was custom made for your grip. At 6 inches long, 4.1 inches tall, and barely an inch wide, it's pocket-friendly without being a pain to shoot. Unloaded, it's 18 ounces light enough to carry all day, heavy enough to tame that 9mm snap. The star here is the trigger. Savage went with a flat-faced, single-action design that breaks clean at 5.5 pounds crisp, light, and with a short, snappy reset. It's not twitchy enough to make you nervous carrying it, but it's precise enough to nail quick. Follow-ups. The stainless steel slides got a matte black melanite finish that laughs off sweat and grime, and the serrations are grippy without shredding your palms. High visibility front sight and a drift adjustable rear notch make target acquisition a breeze, and you can swap them for night sights if that's your thing. The polymer frame's textured just right sticky, but not sandpaper, and a molded beaver tail lets you choke up for better control. This isn't a snappy little gremlin like some micro 9mm. The XR's balanced design and 10-round capacity with witness holes for easy checks make it a contender for anyone tired of sacrificing shootability for concealment. Slip it into a pocket holster or tuck it inside your waistband, and it vanishes, no printing, no awkward bulges. Savage Arms took a swing at the crowded 9mm market and landed a solid hit with the XR. Number 4. Canik Meet MC9L. Now, let's shine a spotlight on the Canik Meet MC9L, one of the hottest drops from late 2024 that's still making waves into 2025. Canik's been listening to concealed carriers, and this 9mm beauty proves it thin, high capacity, optics ready, and actually fun to shoot. At 6.1 inches long, 4.5 inches tall, and just over an inch wide, it's a smidge bigger than some pocket guns. But hear me out, it's worth it. The 3.64-inch barrel smooths out recoil and boosts velocity, while the extended grip gives you a full 3-finger hold. No more pinky dangling like you're sipping tea with a subcompact. The MC9L's grip texture is deep and stippled, your hands not slipping, even on sweaty days, and the undercut trigger guard plus high beaver tail keep muzzle flip in check. The flat-faced aluminum trigger? Oh man, it's a dream short take-up. Clean break at about 4.5 pounds and a tactile reset that keeps you in rhythm. Striker-fired consistency means no double action slog, just predictable pulls every time. The steel slides got a tenifer coating for durability, and it's cut for micro red dots like the Shield RMSC or Holosun 507K right out of the box. Prefer irons? The co-witness height, steel sights, are drift adjustable and high vis. Here's the kicker: capacity. The MC9L ships with a 15-round flush mag and a 17-round extended option near full-size firepower in a package barely bigger than a Glock 43X. At 21 ounces unloaded, it's not the lightest, but it disappears in a good holster. If you want a micro compact that doesn't compromise on rounds or shootability, the Canik Meet MC9L is climbing the charts fast. Number 5. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Last but not least, we've got the Smith and Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, a pocket pistol that takes everything great about the original and cranks it to 11. Chambered in 380 ACP. It's still rocking that 2.75-inch stainless steel barrel, but now it's leaner, meaner, and packed with upgrades. At 5.3 inches long, 4 inches tall, and under an inch wide, it's a master of disguise, slips into a pocket or waistband like it's not even there. Weighing 11.5 ounces unloaded, the polymer frame's tough and stippled for grip, while the Armornite-coated steel slide shrugs off rust and wear. The Bodyguard 2.0's a hammer-fired, double-action only piece with a 7.5 to 8.5-pound trigger, pull long and smooth by design, so it's safe for pocket carry without a manual safety. No light strikes here. That hammer packs a punch. The extended beaver tail and rounded trigger guard keep it comfy and snag-free, while drift-adjustable steel sights with white dots give you a real sight picture, not those cheap nubs you see on budget micros. Capacity's the big win. A 10-round flush mag for deep concealment, and a 12-round extended option for a full grip. That's serious ammo for a .380 pocket gun. Sure, .380 ACP isn't everyone's first choice, but with today's defensive loads, it's plenty to get the job done. The Bodyguard 2.0 balances size, weight, and firepower like a pro, perfect for anyone who wants a reliable, no-drama carry that vanishes until it's go time. That's the rundown. Fam, 5 concealed carry beasts for 2025 that bring the heat. From the Taurus 22 TUC's stealthy hustle, the Double Dog's double-barreled guts, the Savage XR's pinpoint balance, the Canik MC9L's stacked power, to the Bodyguard 2.0's slick upgrades, there's a fit for every EDC diehard. Drop your fave in the comments. I want to know what's in your rotation. If this lit you up, smash like, hit subscribe, and tap the bell to stay locked on Gunology Elite. Keep it safe, keep it loaded. See you next round.